So Seth first wanted to kind of show us about the analytics behind the trend of chatbots. So
Yeah,
let's go ahead and see that first.
so I'm just going to share my screen real quick. So a lot of people don't realize this, but actually, can you see my screen?
Yes.
The analytics side?
Yep.
Cool. So as you can see, there's this constant trend that's going upward. And that's very, very awesome, especially with Bitcoin being such a, huge trend right now within tech. So the reason why I wanted to show everybody this is because there hasn't been a lot of talk or news about, chatbots or voice bots lately, I would say. It's kind of been, people have been heads down and just building really cool stuff. And there hasn't been much publication. And that's because, Bitcoin and the blockchain and cryptocurrencies are just so popular right now. But have no fear, the trend line's going up, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
So,
hey, can you actually go that up like to 2014? I just want to see what that would look like.
2014?
Yes.
Sure. So, I actually, April 10th was the day we launched.
Gotcha.
And that's kind of why I did the April, because I like, oh yeah, look at that. So it's flatline basically around here, and then it just starts, growing. And if you look at BotList analytics, we're about the same, even though it looks very flat. It's actually, let me show audience here. So it actually is going up, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
So back when we first launched, we had, tons of people jump on the site. We had an awesome product on launch. And then, the sessions per week were, around the 5,000 range. And now we're, max is like 35,000 sessions. And we're going up a little bit. There was some decline here. We changed our SEO up a little bit. So it's bound to happen. You're bound to reset with Google Juice and stuff like that. So
cool.
But yeah,
hey,
that's...
go ahead. Yeah. Oh, sorry. So go ahead. Sorry.
So that's where the analytics and where everything is headed is kind of in this this nice incline, which is pretty awesome, because bots are getting smarter and people are figuring out how to use them a little bit better as well.
Mm-hmm. So now can we transition into going to your website, BotList.co, and kind of go in here, go in there. And I think it would be really fun if you chose a chatbot that you really liked. Okay, there's the Gary Vaynerchuk. And
yeah, so this is BotList. We've been live for about 2 years. It's a small team, and like you said before, we were a directory at first, and we're an aggregate of 19 different platforms. So 19 different cross platforms. So we have Alexa and Android, and we have Microsoft Teams, Slack, Facebook, etc. We're, I would say, the largest cross-platform discovery website, but we're more of a community than anything, and that's what we're transitioning into. So, for example, if you go to profiles, you can kind of see, okay, so I made these 3 bots. I've definitely made more. I just haven't published them all. So we're throwing in more of a community aspect of it, and you'll be able to see cool things where you can go to your My Bots page and see analytics, real-time analytics and stuff. So it's pretty awesome from that perspective.
Gotcha.
Yep. So there's some pretty awesome stuff.
So this is where our bot makers can go set up a profile and see what other people are making. It's kind of like a Facebook for bots. Correct.
Definitely that, and people who are looking for jobs as well. So we have, we definitely try to promote as many people as we can. We want people to, get jobs or gigs or whatever to, build to experience different aspects, because 2018 is actually going to be very, very popular with marketing and chatbots. We're already seeing marketers plan for 2018 right now for voice and Messenger as well. And other, conversational interfaces. So, let's go back to it. This is the homepage. We do have, some bots up here. We have some featured sections of Stop Net Neutrality and Santa Slack bots and different cool things that are happening, here. So our primary focus is, our mission is to get as many people in the world using bots to make their lives easier. So a lot of people think that we're just a developer-focused a website, and we're actually not. Our main focus and our main mission is actually to just get everybody using bots, no matter who they are, just because they are very, very powerful and can be helpful, especially with tedious tasks and stuff. And that can, open up your time slots a little bit better, and you can focus on different things instead of tedious tasks. So we have, kind of app store kind of vibe going on here on the homepage. We definitely feature some bots that we, people can advertise, or if, we really see a cause that we want to promote or something like that, we definitely push that stuff out. For example, this latest bot called My Friend Rupert was just launched today. It was a latest bot, and I think it's really cool. So it's an anti-bullying chatbot, and these are the social good bots that I think are super powerful, and they can help people out in need. And yeah, you just go and get it, and you can go chat with it on Messenger. You can add it to a collection if you want, tweet about it, make a review, etc.
My Friend Rupert.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to, the maker doesn't know this yet, but I think I'm going to feature it next week, because I really like the cause of it. And,
Absolutely.
They're trying to solve a problem with
Absolutely.
some sort of technology, and I really enjoy that. So.
Yes, Seth. So that's actually something that we're going to promote a bunch too, is to work on problems that really matter. Like we work on real problems. So some of the bots that I really like are Tarjimly. Have you heard of Tarjimly?
Yes. Okay,
Tarjimly, like the Go Vote bot. There's and also YouReport has a bot as well. Have you seen the YouReport bot?
YouReport. I don't know if I've seen that one yet.
Yeah. U-Report.
U-Report. I guess I have.
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
So it's basically a lot of South American countries are there, and they're supposed to be kind of an activist group where you're democratizing news, and the channel is the bot. And so there's a lot of these really cool social cause bots that I think are awesome.
Yeah, definitely. And that's, like I said before, that's stuff we like to promote. Net neutrality, or this resist bot, didn't ask to be on, the front page. And that's something super important right now. And that's why we promoted them. Same with any kind of social good bot. I think it's definitely, Joshua Browder created one called Do Not Pay, and he helped out, people with parking tickets. But that was the start of his bot creation, and then he moved over to like helping the homeless and helping people with the Equifax breach and stuff like that. So there's definitely a lot of really good use cases. Another one that popped up in a time of need was Hurricane Harvey bot. So it was a Hurricane Harvey relief when the hurricanes came in. It just was an easy access way for people to donate and just solve a problem. Being super simplistic about it and solving just a minor problem. They weren't trying to grow or trying to make money or anything. It was just, hey, we can create this really easy solution. We don't need to launch on an app store. As like Apple, and we don't have to pay for servers or anything like that. Right. So,
so that's one of the big proponents of bots, right? Like you don't have to have a huge engineering team like you would with a bot. It's kind of like you can take an idea. It's almost like making a website on Squarespace.
Yep. Exactly. It's super simple. All you need is really an idea, and there's a few different things. So On Facebook, we have a community. It's called the BotList community. You can join it, whatever. And we try to really help people out there. We try to do like a weekly review. So we'll pick somebody in the community and we'll do a review and we'll talk about like the pros and cons of their bot. And because you have to think, like, even though they're very, very simple to create, it can be complex solving a problem through communication, right? So that's the difficult part about it. It's not necessarily about tech at the end of the day. It's like, how do I have a conversation with somebody and try to solve this problem? So if you're trying to help with PTSD or depression or any sort of social good like that, you kind of need to know, like, okay, well, I might not say X, Y, and Z. I might say A, B, and C instead at this point, because that's, the mindset that the user is going to be in when they communicate with the bot.